our formatting. The first thing I want you to do is I want you to open up your inspector because we will be using that tool. So over here in your right corner, open your inspector. And we're just going to go ahead and click on the document tab for right now just to have it. And we're going to go down into our last paragraph where it says the Pit Parade, and that is going to be a newsletter, so we're going to italicize it. Select those three words, and we can either do it through the text over here, text tab, but I find it more convenient to look right here. We also have our formatting toolbar. So let's click on the I for italics and notice it italicized that word. Now, I want you to select your first paragraph, select the entire paragraph, and we're going to change the font. Notice at the top, it is a Baskerville font at the moment. We're going to click on the font menu, and let's go down to what's called Casual. Notice your font has changed. Now we're going to select Congratulations. Select it all the way over until you see the exclamation point. We're going to do several things to this. To format it, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to change it to red. Now let's use the inspector. You can use the color right here, but I'm going to use this one just to show you that it's all the same. Once you click on it, in here you will have to go and find that color. So it just depends on how you want to use it. It's easier for me to use the red in the colors. And notice now that Congratulations is red. The next thing we're going to do is change the size. Let's go up here to our formatting toolbar, and we're going to change it to size 14. And I want to bold it. One other thing, notice you've got your formatting toolbar, but remember in Word, we had all these shortcut keys. The Control B would bold, or Open Apple B. So what we're going to use is called the Command B, and now it is bolded. Now, if you have noticed, all of the fonts, the size is size 8. We're going to select everything excluding the word Congratulations, and we're going to change it all to size 12. So we're going to select our first part, go to size 12, and then we're going to select underneath Congratulations and change it to size 12 because the default for Pages is 8, which is very small, so we're going to change that to the size 12. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to create a list. Notice these 4, looks like small sentences, we're going to create that as a bulleted list. So let's highlight all of those. And remember I turned on my inspector. So we're going to look right here in List. And what we're going to do is we're going to select something. So the one we're going to choose is we're going to go down to you can do a text bullet, and notice once you do that, it will give you these options. You can select image bullets, and there are several options there for you. A custom image is used if you want to create something such as your own graphic and you want to put in there. You can create a numbered list or tiered numbers. We are going to use image bullets. And the image I want you to choose is, if you will scroll down, if I can get it to go, is the little checkbox, the little blue checkbox. Okay? Select that. And we'll just close that for now. Now we're going to go to the very top of our screen. Notice we have a big blank area right here, and so we want to put in some type of a title. So we're going to insert a shape. If we click on the shapes, we're going to take the rounded rectangle, and it's going to put a default color in there for us. All you do is click and drag. Notice the blue line that shows up. That is a centering tool and will center automatically. So let's drag that rectangle out so that it covers most of our page. And I want you to double click inside. It's very hard to see, but you have your cursor right here. And I want you to type in all caps the words Principles of Information Technology. Now we're going to center that information, so we're going to highlight the title. Notice your formatting toolbar. This is your centering tool, just like it is in Word. So click on Center. Then we're going to change the size from an 8 point to an 18. And notice that it does a little bit of hyphenation. So once I click off and then click back, I'm just going to make it a little bit smaller so that the word technology is on one line by itself. And then let's just center it by dragging it. Remember I said that little blue line centers it back for you. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to change this fill color because we don't like that color. It is selected, and notice these colors have changed up here. We're going to click on the fill and change it to, if you go to the green section and go up 3, this one is the border. So we're going to say that the border, let's just change it to a black. And notice this changed to black. This point is the size or the weight of that line. We're going to change that line to a 3 point. See how much thicker it became? And this is the style of that. There are several things you can choose instead of just a plain rectangle to put around your text. We're just going to choose the dotted line. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to save this document so that we can bring it up later on our next class session. To do that, we're going to do a File, Save a Version, and it'll say Unformatted, because that's what mine was to begin with. And I'm just going to close it because mine was saved as formatted letter. I want you to save it as Pages Practice to your desktop.